tips and tricks on incorporating missions into your daily life. Another word I like to use for missions is love, because really that's what missions are. It's about loving other people, wherever they are, or whoever they are. Whether they be a Christian or a non-Christian, whatever in between, whoever they are, just love them as God would love them for who they are. So what are some ways we can incorporate that into our daily life? One way is a massive way, and it's super powerful, and it's super simple, and it's no money, and it's no supplies or anything like that. And it's just smiling at other people as you're walking the neighborhood, or as you're in the grocery store, or you're wherever you are, just smiling at other people to encourage them, and maybe saying hello, or adding a little to that. But just smiling can really make a huge difference. You hear about people that were about to commit suicide, and yet someone smiled at them and maybe said hello, and they changed their mind. They went home and they changed their mind. So that is a really, really powerful thing, especially now when we connect so much online versus connecting in person. And so that smiling and that in-person connection can be really powerful, even just as simple as a smile and a hello. Helping people, like you're in the grocery store parking lot and there's an elderly person trying to get their groceries in the car. Stop for a second and help them. So what does that mean for us? We need to build a little margin into our time so we can stop for that 30 seconds and help them, right? Instead of, if you're like me, like just having everything scheduled down to the minute and then there's no time to do those things, or so we feel. And that's not how Christ lived. He lived to serve his neighbor, and he left margin for prayer, personal prayer and quiet, and then also margin to help and be with people and encourage people, and that as well. Could be donating a skill. Maybe there's a nonprofit that you really like, and you could be donating a skill of computer thing, or a editing skill, or there's 1,000 different ways of skills that we have. It might be putting on an event, or cooking a dinner, or I don't know, whatever it is. But go and ask your nonprofit how your skill could be helpful to them. Let's see. So in general, just whatever, as you're going along your day-to-day life, just watching for that. Giving, right? Financial giving to your nonprofit is huge. A lot of times we want to give in kind. Like we do work in Kenya, and people want to give, Bibles or things, buy them and then give them to us to take. Well, that's really hard for us, but we can even get Bibles cheaper in Kenya. So the donating of the money for the item is actually a lot easier. And of course, then we don't have to travel with them over with the heavy books. So giving is a huge one, and we could go on and on about that one in a lot of ways. But reading other people's journeys. So I have a couple books here. One is by a friend of mine who, it's called Mercy Extended, and this talks about missions both here as well as overseas. Great book. Pregnancy crisis centers, different things like that, and then our own life journey. I've got a couple books out there. One is on audio as well. My first Kenya book and my second Kenya book. So those are out there. There's another one that I hear a lot from different people. It's called Kisses from Katie. It's about Ugandan missions. And I have not personally read the whole thing through, but it is a good book, and a lot of people really, really love it. So Bob Goff has a book called Love Does. I have read that one, and that one is really, really amazing, and it gets you moving and motivated, or it should. So that's a really great one too. There's a class out there, probably going on online too as well. I took it in person a few years ago, but it's called Perspectives. We'll put the link in our newsletter so you can get to that, but it's called Perspectives class, and it's about missions, but not necessarily traveling to the mission, which could be, that's part of it as well, but even just finding missions within your own city that actually are foreign missions. Maybe you have a lot of Hmong people that live around you, or a lot of Arabs that live around you that need English as a second language, or various ways to find really unique, easy ways with family to be able to give and not travel necessarily. Not that traveling's bad, because we do mission trips here, and we love it, and it's awesome. So traveling is also obviously an option, but that's something we think of all the time. So Perspectives, look that up online. You'll find Christian content there. It's really good. We're going to give an update on our mission, Mercy's Light Family, on our Mercy's Light Family page. So this is our pregnancy crisis maternity home, and we're moving into some other things on vocational skills for the community. And so we'll be giving a full update on our Mercy's Light Family page next week, on the 23rd, July 23rd at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time, over on the Mercy's Light Family page. Check out your newsletter from Infinitely More Life, and it'll give you the links for all of these things. So if you're not on that newsletter yet, Make sure you go over to our website at infinitelymorelife.org, scroll to the bottom. You'll find a newsletter section. Sign up there so then you can get all these links and be able to be a part of those things as they come up. So they're super exciting. So there's a lot of ways to incorporate missions into your daily life. So I hope you choose one of these here and start implementing right away and share yours as well.